that man.
The 3-2-1
Oh my goodness.
in the bedroom has been a very talked about moment.
Yeah. We were arguing because we were told like we were only going to get 2 hours of sleep. And instead of prioritizing sleep, she wanted to get, active in the bedroom. And I wasn't about that. And I had made that clear to her. I'm like, look, like, if we're not going to be doing PDA on the outside, you can't even give me a kiss. Like, we're not doing shit in the bedroom. Like,
especially if I only get 2 hours of sleep.
Exactly. Yeah, I set a boundary, and she crossed it. She didn't. She was.
Because he's putting his hands on the female. What's he doing? He literally shoved me. He wasn't even at her. He was damn near shoving her. Everybody's having a good time, and
Shifting gears to the Oscars, there's a lot to unpack this year, especially with the success of Sinners. The cast really delivered, and the wins in Best Original Score and Best Cinematography highlight just how powerful and immersive the film was. Visually, it was stunning. Every frame felt intentional and polished. Emotionally, it resonated deeply, and audiences noticed. Ryan Coogler taking Best Original Screenplay was equally well earned. He's been consistently building his craft, and this win cements him as one of the strongest creative voices working today. Michael B. Jordan's win for Best Actor was another standout moment. His performance wasn't just technically impressive, it had depth, nuance, and control. Every scene showcased his commitment, and it was clear the audience connected with the effort behind it. Still, many felt the film deserved even more recognition, with some arguing it was a contender for Best Picture. There was also talk about Delroy Lindo being overlooked for Best Supporting Actor, and others thought Sinners could have secured Best Supporting Actress, but the Oscars rarely sweep all major awards for a single film. It seems the Academy aimed to balance things, especially after Sinners was somewhat brushed off at the Golden Globes, following the awkward moment with Michael B. Jordan and Ward being called up. Had the Academy ignored Sinners in major categories, the reaction online and in the industry would have been loud. Instead, they spread the wins across different films while still acknowledging Sinners' achievements, which kept the conversation alive and ensured the film's impact was recognized. Overall, the Oscars seemed strategic, rewarding standout contributions while generating discussion, and Sinners came away with deserved accolades that reflected both artistic excellence and audience impact. 1,000 words.
I'm good. I'm a little nervous. It's my first one, and I don't have anybody with me, but I'm gonna be okay.
Elandria, I talked to you right after you got outside of the villa with Nick, and I remember you were having those same nerves, and everything was okay. Tonight, everything is going to be okay because you are a star.
I needed those words. You have no idea. Thank you. Seriously.
And there's going to be so many people in there also excited to see you because, hello, it's you.
Thank you, Queen.
I promise you, you're going to have the best night.
You literally just melted all my nerves away. I really appreciate it.
No,
Thank you for your kind words.
So genuine. I'm serious because I remember interviewing you and I was like, girl, you are a star and it's been so fun to see you have this moment and you deserve it.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes. Oh my God.
And then there was that moment with Teyana on stage. She was seen holding onto the director as they walked up, and people immediately noticed it. From the way it looked, she was caught up in the excitement of the moment more than anything else. This was a major milestone in her career, so it made sense that she didn't want to lose that feeling. She held onto that Oscar tightly, clearly overwhelmed, but also genuinely happy to be standing there. However, the celebration soon took an unexpected turn. At one point, Teyana called out a man for putting his hands on her. Soon after, a video began circulating online, giving more context. In the clip, voices can be heard saying, "You're a man putting your hands on the female. Go back a little bit, because he's putting his hands on the female. What are you doing?" The man reportedly shoved people toward her, creating tension in a space that had been celebratory just seconds earlier. The energy shifted fast, and what had begun as a moment of joy suddenly became uncomfortable. Teyana Taylor and security reportedly became involved in a heated exchange after the Oscars, just as the film celebrating its Best Picture win was continuing. The incident unfolded quickly, but it was enough to leave a lasting impression. According to eyewitnesses, Teyana was attempting to make her way back toward the stage to take photos with co-stars, which is a normal move after a big win. But security intervened. The guard appeared to physically hold her back and push her away from the stairs, instantly altering the mood. What should have been a celebratory moment now felt tense, and viewers watching online reacted immediately. You can hear Teyana firmly saying, "Don't touch women. That's rude," and also, "He really pushed me, people," which intensified the perception of the incident. What drew even more attention was that the security guard reportedly asked Teyana for an apology, which she refused. She stood her ground, making it clear she wouldn't back down. Though the moment was brief, it resonated widely, prompting a wave of online discussion. Many questioned why Teyana Taylor was treated this way, especially at such a prominent event. From what could be seen, the guard had crossed a line, and the escalation seemed unnecessary. The aftermath followed a familiar pattern. When Black women express strong emotion, it's often misinterpreted or criticized, rather than focusing on the actual issue. Comments began circulating suggesting she was doing too much or being extra, even though her energy stemmed from excitement and genuine joy. Throughout the night, similar narratives appeared. Even during moments like her nomination for Best Supporting Actress, when she lost to Amy Madigan, Teyana clapped and showed support, yet people twisted it into being performative. Teyana addressed these criticisms herself, emphasizing a deeper perspective. She said, "The world holds so much misery that miserable hearts forget the face of happiness. They grow comfortable being sore losers. So when they see real sportsmanship, it unsettles them. Holy water touching a demon, because clapping for someone else's victory requires something." Her response highlighted that joy, grace, and celebration can make some uncomfortable, particularly in spaces where competition is constant. For some, her words resonated. Others remained focused on critiquing her delivery instead of the substance. The criticism directed at Teyana often felt forced, as though people were searching for faults rather than reacting to what actually occurred. There is always an unspoken expectation about how someone should act at events like the Oscars, but her energy was overwhelmingly genuine. She was simply happy to be there, absorbing the moment, and embracing it fully. Over time, she will naturally adjust to larger rooms and high-pressure moments without losing what makes her unique. Her presence was joyous and authentic, and that alone should not be framed as problematic. Switching topics slightly, Love Island star Rhea Aladdin also stood out at the Vanity Fair Oscars after-party. She consistently brings a strong visual presence to the red carpet, ensuring that every appearance feels deliberate and noteworthy. Her style is consistent and recognizable, which is critical for building a lasting public image. Right now, Rhea is one of the most interesting people to watch, sitting on a moment of significant opportunity. This kind of visibility could translate into ventures beyond reality TV. A fashion line, a beauty brand, or another creative endeavor could be a natural next step. With her established persona, Balmer Barbie, she has a memorable brand identity that sticks. Expanding into acting could also be a smart move. Whether through film roles, a series, or smaller projects to start, stepping into different creative spaces would solidify her presence in the entertainment industry. What makes Rhea particularly engaging is her natural presence. Watching her interviews, like the one with Lauren Herbert, it's clear she feels the pressure of the moment but handles it with authenticity. She's still adjusting to this level of attention, and viewers can relate to her process. That relatability adds to the intrigue around her, drawing people in while maintaining the spotlight on her accomplishments. Her Love Island castmate, Huda Mustafa, has also started gaining attention, though in a different way. Huda's approach is less polished but equally compelling, showing audiences a candid perspective on stepping into high-profile events. Both Rhea and Huda demonstrate that moments on the red carpet or at major industry events can be leveraged strategically. Their ability to capture attention is the first step toward long-term career growth, whether in fashion, media, or entertainment. Overall, the Oscars highlighted more than just award wins. The events surrounding Teyana Taylor, Rhea Aladdin, and Huda Mustafa illustrate how these moments are loaded with layers of meaning. They show how emotion, authenticity, and presence intersect with public perception and industry expectations. Whether it's navigating security missteps, handling criticism, or making a lasting impression on the red carpet, the way these individuals handle themselves can define the trajectory of their careers. For Teyana, her Oscar moment will likely be remembered as a mix of joy and controversy. It showcased her authenticity, her unwillingness to shrink in the face of discomfort, and her ability to command attention without performing for approval. For Rhea and Huda, their moments on the red carpet underscore the importance of presentation, consistency, and seizing opportunities as they arise. In all, these Oscars moments reveal that success in Hollywood isn't just about winning awards, it's about managing perception, creating narrative, and showing presence. Whether through celebration, fashion, or poise under pressure, these women demonstrated that visibility, authenticity, and confidence are just as critical.
Somebody who asked, I'm gonna tell them to run, and that's just out of genuine concern. He said, let me tell you something, as somebody who dated Huda, she's being on her best behavior right now. Somebody said, he said, it could be 100% worse. Hide the cutlery you use to cut things in your kitchen, Peacock. And someone said, wait, OMG, y'all dated? She acted like that when y'all were together. He said, worse, but I'm glad her hatefulness is showing in karma.
The conversation around Huda Mustafa has shifted significantly recently. While she's been getting attention, it's not all positive. A restraining order was filed against her following serious allegations involving her ex, Lewis Russell, along with Nicole Aaliyah and her child. Nicole filed the order, claiming that Huda traveled from North Carolina to Los Angeles and gained access to the building where Nicole and her child live. This immediately raised concerns about safety. Nicole alleges that Huda made threatening statements and engaged in ongoing harassment, which suggested that she may not have been in a stable state of mind at the time. According to the filing, the situation escalated to the point where legal action was necessary to protect those involved. The restraining order was granted, and even Lewis reportedly agreed it made sense given the circumstances, indicating the seriousness of the matter. Nicole also claimed that the harassment extended to social media, where she says the behavior continued. While some speculate that emotions tied to past relationships could be a factor, that remains unconfirmed. What is clear is that Huda's past on Love Island is now being re-examined. Viewers remember her emotional intensity on the show, particularly in her relationships, but reality TV moments are very different from real-life legal and personal issues. Additional personal accounts have surfaced. One clip features a man who described feeling uncomfortable during a past relationship with Huda. He explained, "Yeah, we were arguing because we were only going to get 2 hours of sleep, and instead of prioritizing rest, she wanted to be active in the bedroom. I set a boundary, and she crossed it." Another alleged ex spoke on TikTok, warning, "As somebody who dated her, anybody who asked, I'm going to tell them to run. She's been on her best behavior right now," which reignited discussion online. The situation has drawn attention because multiple accounts and allegations are now circulating, increasing scrutiny. Public reaction contrasts sharply with her Love Island days, when fans supported her storyline. Now, people are questioning her past interactions, including moments with other contestants like Shelley and Rhea, and the dynamics with Lewis, who still publicly stands by her despite the ongoing controversy. Viewers are observing patterns of behavior and how these events unfold over time, with many anticipating this won't be the last headline involving Huda. The situation underscores the fine line between reality TV drama and real-life consequences, and it has sparked widespread debate online.